Hi, it's Juris and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk, and today we will look at UVC lamps for disinfection, for sterilizing the area. Maybe sterilizing is a bit too strong of a word, but definitely disinfecting. And we have these two lamps here. This one I tried to buy during first lockdown, but they were kind of sold out because everyone was panic buying. Finally I managed to get one. This is some weird brand, it's VTech, but I found some reviews and it looked like the right shape and right size, so I bought it and it actually does work. And then there is the smaller one, and this I bought recently. Where I got the idea to buy this one, it comes from Tattooist. You can check his Instagram, Agat Tattoo. He shares often some good tips related to tattooing and around tattooing. Really good artist, and he was talking about this size unit, and I'm just gonna quickly show how they work and which one I use for which purpose. So let's start with the smaller one because it's easier to show what's up. And the idea with this one is to use it as additional disinfection unit to keep your tattoo equipment clean. And how it works in this unit, there are on inside a few of those little LED lights, and they are UVC LED lights. UVC is ultraviolet light, but it's on different wavelength than the regular UV, than the party light that we are used to, and it has properties that disinfect stuff. It deals with bacteria, viruses, and that type of stuff. And the idea is that just for peace of mind, you throw your setup stuff in this box and run through the process, and it should be more clean than it was when it came in the box. And you can use it like, you know, grip tape, ink caps, some rubber bands if you use those. If you have wiped down and sanitized your tattoo machine and grip for it, you can put them in separately because you want to cover more area to be exposed to the lights, and then you just close it. Boom. It blinks, the process takes 2 minutes, and then it should be more disinfected than it was when it came in a box. I chose Philips because it's known brand, and therefore there's less chance that there would be some fake lights. I watched a bunch of reviews and they showed that on Amazon, for example, there's a bunch of fake products which would have just the regular UV lights, and regular UV lights do nothing. Because imagine you have those bacteria and viruses just chilling on your equipment, you spray it with something like alcohol, they all get drunk, you drop them in a box, shine a UV light on them, and that's like a little party for all those viruses and bacteria. So what happens on parties? They mate, they multiply. Now I don't know what happens, I'm not microbiologist. The idea is that stuff coming out of this box should be cleaner than it came in, more disinfected. I use it on some tattoo equipment. I think if it's new, it should be fine. And this shouldn't be your only disinfection method, but for peace of mind you can use it as additional. And when I use it more often than on tattoo equipment, it would be in reception area for pens, because a bunch of people come in, we use paper consent forms, they use these pens. We use often like the hand sanitizer, we just rub it or spray some disinfectant sprays. And at some point I just throw them in a box, run through it, and they should be more clean than they were before. So that's the little unit, it's handy. This one is from Philips, and I tested that it works, and I will add link to it in the video description. This will be for German Amazon because that's the Amazon that I use, and those are affiliate links, so if you use those links they will not cost you anything, but channel will benefit a tiny bit, so thank you for that. That's only for German Amazon though. There will be these units, I'll show you how they work, and I will show how to test that it's an actual product, that it's not a fake one. Because of all this pandemic, some companies started to make fake products like these. They just call them sanitizer lamps, but actually they are just UV. So stick around and I'll show you how to test if it's an actual product and does it really work. So this thing is processing, it doesn't matter, you will not see any visible difference, it should be processed. If you're looking in this kind of disinfectant box, I would recommend to check reviews, check that it's a legit manufacturer, and if you can get boxes with as many LED lights as possible, because on this one they are on one side, it would be better if they would cover multiple sides. The light needs to shine on a thing, and that's what kills all the bad stuff. With this type of unit it also emits ozone, so that gets in areas where light is not shining on. In theory this one should do the same, but it's such a small LED and you don't get that smell of ozone, so I'm not sure if it covers the whole situation in there. But check it, and if you can, there's also Philips makes bigger ones, and those should cover a bigger area. But just for this desk type of use, this is great product. There are also lamps that are in between these sizes, and I posted this question on some forums, and some tattooists mentioned that after they done work, they would just leave it hanging above their station, just for a peace of mind, or throw in a drawer. I'm not sure how good they work in closed spaces. That sounds that it might be dangerous, but read the instructions and follow them. That would be it about this little box. In my opinion, works fine with all the pens and that type of thing. And as an addition to your peace of mind, you can run through some tattoo stuff. Like in here now it's pen, rubber bands, ink caps, grip tape, those things that are kind of clean, but you're not sure because rubber bands come from somewhere in a big package. Same ink caps. I don't think they are processed or sterilized. They just are punched out, made sure that they are not completely dirty and sent it to you. And the grip tapes, they come from all sorts of places. So that would be it about this unit. Now the big one, and this is what you get when you buy it. You get this lamp and you get remote control, and on the remote control there are 3 buttons, 15, 30 and 60 minutes. That's where you can set timer and switch it on and off. On the default setting, when you switch it on, it would run for 30 minutes. You can also switch it to 15 and an hour. Why this is important? Because this stuff is dangerous. The UV light itself, it can mess up your skin, it can mess up your eyes, and also it emits ozone. You can right away smell it. And that's the stuff that gets in all the creases and whatnot. And that is what kills rest of the stuff that light doesn't kill directly. I'll show you for a second how it works, but not too much, because like I mentioned, it's dangerous. And that's what I wanna accent, that it's dangerous. So if you use this unit, make sure that everyone that might be in the shop knows what's up with this light, because the light looks cool. When it shines, it has this cool blue light, so somebody can be like, oh, I'm just gonna put it in the corner and shine it and have my groovy moment, but it can mess up big time. It can mess up your skin, your eyes, and that ozone is also not really good for you. And that's why these lights have timers, remote controls, and it also have this radar type of a thing. When it detects that someone's approaching, it would switch off. So that's good, but still make sure everyone knows what's up. So let's see. The way you switch timer, at least on this one, is when you press on, it gives a countdown of 10 seconds, and in that time you can press how long you want it to shine, and oh, it detects me. So this is the light that it shines. It looks pretty cool, but it's dangerous. So I don't want to expose myself too much. I moved and it switched off. Let's unplug this madness. And you can right away smell the ozone thing. That's one of the ways to indicate that it actually is working, because it has this weird smell. It's the type of smell you get around office printers as well. That's why I stress again, safety is important with this stuff. It also comes with a bunch of warnings. It's also recommended to air out premises for around 20 minutes before people come in. The way I use it in the evening after work, I would set it for like 15 minutes or half hour, switch it on and leave. And then in the morning when I come in, it's already aired out. Just for peace of mind, I would open some window, and that's it. On these I watched a bunch of reviews, and again, you have to check that you buy right one, that it's not a fake one, because then you just have a UV light. These are at the moment sold out, but there will be a link in the description. And if you check the Philips link, there's also those sections where you can have this one, you can have bigger one, 10-liter one, and you can also have one that is this type. That's what I could recommend. Look for decent brands and read some reviews and watch some review videos. And now, how to check that they actually work. It's pretty easy. One way you can be adventurous like I did. I'm not sure how reliable that method is, but I think it proves something. So obviously there's a safety thing that it wouldn't work when it's open. So you have to close it, and then light comes blue, and then you can switch it on. It starts to blink and the LEDs on inside should be working. Or you can hack the system, which I would not recommend. Follow instructions. Also in instructions it says use appropriate power bricks, because you don't want to plug into something too crazy and that might mess up the whole thing. So one silly way how I tested does it work. Took a stick, pressed in the buttons that detect that lid is closed. Again, I don't recommend to anyone to do it. Pressed it on and LEDs start to shine. And then I pressed finger against it and held it for some time, and it smells like burnt skin, like someone's making bacon, but that's the non-safe way to do it. Nobody would recommend that. Another method is pretty simple. Then you need a banana, which we have here, and some masking tape. So what you do, cover it in some areas, boom, something like that. Put the masking tape banana in, close the lid, and run through the process. This is just a demonstration. I did it before, and then in like 2-3 days you can see what happened, and the exposed parts on the banana will turn brown and the covered parts will be still the same color as it was. And on that you can also see that if it shines from one side, it's more brown from that side. You can test also the same way with these things. If you feel that smell, I'm pretty sure it's the right one. And I run it in the shop front, and we had a plant there. We had a plant. It's not there anymore, because on that side where leaves were exposed in like 3-4 days time, they all turned like yellow brown and fell off, so it actually kills living stuff. That's why be extra careful and inform everyone what's up. There are also companies that do them, they set up them professionally, they have all the ventilations and all that stuff. That's obviously way more expensive, but just sort of a backup thing for peace of mind in these pandemic times. This would be something to look into. Yeah, and also with this one, be careful where you store it, because it's one of those lamps that if you break it, there might be some dangerous mercury type of things coming out. I'm not sure what exactly, but it's the type of lamp that you don't want to break, so store it also carefully. Don't panic buy just first one, look into it, read some reviews, maybe watch some review videos. It looks like it works. Also with this lamp we checked on a hygiene course with the guy who runs it. He's this doctor who talks about all tattoo hygiene, and he's like a skin doctor, so actual doctor. He also said that it's not a bad idea. He approved this one, that it would help with the cleanliness, with disinfection, with keeping your shop clean. So check these products out. There's links to German Amazon under this video. I can mention the affiliate links. If you don't use German Amazon, just copy the names, check where you buy them, or check just in general in Google. Interesting products, not too expensive, and for peace of mind, not a bad investment in my mind. If you have any other cool suggestions in terms of keeping your shop clean, please let it know in the comment section, and as always, press likes, share comments, share the video if you want to be awesome. Thanks for watching, see you in the future episodes. Peace.